welcome to the... Are you recording and telling me you're recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Welcome to the Question Mark Podcast. I am 50% of your host, Bloody Row, with the other 50%, Golden Wolf, but that's too much to say. We're going to call him Omar now. And we have a guest today, and that is Game BC.
Hi.
So, yeah, we'll be talking about stuff.
And why is my... I hate my Hangouts. I hate it. I'm going to... I have to manually change your pictures now. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Fine. Every time one of you talks, I'm going to put your picture on the screen. Okay. Hello! This is Omar, and I've tried to make this podcast good, but for some reason, it's all working against me. Yay! Technology!
Don't get too frustrated now.
It's fine. I'll just blow up Google at some point. Anyway, Game Beastie. Right. We brought you here because reasons. And I think mainly because you're just vastly better at everyone here than at League. Because, I mean, I play it, but I'm bad. I'm
worse than that.
Well, I mean, really, yeah, it's really just a contest between me and you about how bad we are.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that I could somehow destroy my own tower. I'm fairly certain that's
I'm pretty sure that is one of the only contests that I win with you is just being worse at ball.
That might be it. But yes, you're here because you were actually good at the game. And not just really good, very good. Good enough that people want to be on your team. Yeah, that's good. Especially in League, where everyone is a douche. So, I mean, League, what you gotta say? How do you get good?
What is your strategy to being good?
Play everybody, and when you get the chance, play everybody at least once, see what kind of attacks they do. So, I mean, you know what you're fighting against at the very least. So you know what kind of moves to look out for when you lane with that person.
So you've played the entire LoL community at least once?
The roster? No. I myself have not, but I've played enough to know what they do playing against them.
So basically, it's like
stats.
Pokemon. You don't really know how powerful Charizard is unless you have the Charizard. You don't know how powerful your bad guy is until you've played him. So that's why I hate Garner, because I've never played as him, so I don't understand how that spinny attack he does appears to be able to make him go anywhere and kill everyone at the same time. Hate that attack. Hate that attack. God damn that bastard. With his spinny giant sword. How does he even carry that thing around? It's twice the size of Rise. I am Rise. How am I going to fight against that thing? It's bigger than I am.
And you say, spin to win.
Spin to win. Spin to... Okay, good. Great. I'll use that logic to kind of comfort my dead body when he splits me in twain.
Okay.
While you're waiting for 50 seconds to respawn.
Yeah, it's fine. Look, Rise is badass. Okay, all I
If you
need is
get
50
up to
seconds to
level
cover.
18 to be able to wait 50 seconds to respawn.
Right, okay, for people who don't know, which is everyone, I play Rise, the purple badass mage with a magnificent beard. I play him because he's relatively
He
easy.
has a thing for scrolls.
Pardon?
He has a thing for scrolls.
Oh, he has a thing for scrolls too. He carries that crap around. I like that though. He's like, you know what, I'm about to die. I can barely run like 2 meters a minute. It's like, honest to God, I ain't fast at all. But I'm gonna carry these heavy ass scrolls around anyway. That is more appropriate for me than losing the scrolls. I like that. He's dedicated. But yeah, I like him because he's good for me. I can stop people from moving, which means I don't have to aim, which is nice. I can then just click all the buttons and hopefully kill someone. And occasionally this works for me. This works for me. It's a very unskillful character I found, and I like that. Also, come on, he's
I feel that way about Vigor, but I'm sure that there is a better way to play Vigor than I do, but I kind of feel like it's easy to play Vigor.
But he's like, you know who he is? He's Vivi from Final Fantasy. He's that tiny little guy with a hat.
Yeah.
Come on, he is, and that's why he's awesome.
Well, something, I mean, you know how Rise works, you play him a lot, but that's kind of what a lot of supports do. Basically a support has either a snare or a slowing move,
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, you have the snare, which freezes the people. What's the other thing I was going to say?
There's a chain attack and a very quick moving, quick recharge attack. Always balls of lightning, it appears that way anyway. Yeah, who do you like? Oh, actually, side note. You say Rise is a support character, okay? I agree with you there. I use him not like that often, right? But a few games ago I was playing, actually not a few games ago, several times, but specifically a few games ago I was playing, and I decided to go on bot. I was like, yo, my bro, I'm going to support you, I'm going to stop these guys and we're going to win. And everyone was like, you bastard. I mean, I felt like a less of a man. It was like, they stared at me and they were like, you scum. I hope your grandchildren are born without genitals. Honestly, they were bad. They were angry. They were really, really mean to me. And it was...
Were they angry that you wanted to play support, or were you in the other team were angry?
Like, no, they didn't. They apparently did not agree that Rise is a support. They said, no, he's not support. And I was like, well, I'm going to show you. So thankfully I succeeded this time. I'm only going to tell you guys the success story. But I succeeded in proving that he was a good support.
Rise is a big midder.
Yeah, I know. I think I know that he's superior mid, but I was like, there was this other guy who was like, yo, I want to be mid. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to let you be mid. I'm going to be the nice guy. And I let him be mid, and then he shouted at me because I chose bot instead. But yeah, I did the job, and I saved bot, and I was quite good. But, you know, the hate was there. So, you know, if anyone out there is thinking to play Rise or bot, don't, because they will fillet you alive. They will burn your corpse.
And if you do in that game, people are gonna freak out over. It's just a very community.
That is true.
More than that.
Basically, League of Legends it's a fun game, and when you find the right people to play with, and you know, there are a few good people, it's very fun. But 90% of it is pure, super condensed, maximum concentrate hate. It is rage incarnate. It is. I imagine that half of the people playing that game have like a VIP seat in hell, and I don't mean to speak suffering. I mean they're going to cause suffering. They are demons, and they like that crap. I blindly disprove.
Poking people with the pitchforks, just laughing at them.
Basically, yeah. Except the pitchforks have little kind of swears on them, saying, "Yeah, you suck at Rise. Go back, Vega. Piss off, Garen." Just gives me nightmares. But yeah.
Yeah. And that's all.
I mean, you've played longer than this, so how do you suggest dealing with this?
What character do you primarily play?
It's fun.
Wow, the internet just had a fit. That was incredible. You guys just blended into one person. That was weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What character do you primarily play as? Yes, Abby's right. That's good. Rose right. Ignore that. Ro asked. Yes. Which character do you play? What's your favourite? And why? I suppose. Is the question.
Favorite character.
If there was a question I didn't hear it. Who's my favorite?
Okay. What character do you primarily play as?
Well, that's different than favorite. Who I play as most? Right now,
Primarily, yeah. And there's something interesting about Raven that you play, isn't there?
He's the ferocious beard man, right?
Ferocious beard man?
Kind of like a wild
Does have
man.
a beard.
He has a mustache. Kind of, doesn't he?
Isn't it? Don't you play like a particular...
Raven is?
Oh, what? You have to know what Raven is.
I mean,
Oh no, wait, I'm mixing him up with the guy with the gun. Because I saw the
Raven.
cinematic where they were chasing the fox girl. I like the guy with the gun. Is it Graves? I'm mixing him up with Graves. Raven was in there though. He's the guy with the crown. He's like a ferocious king of some kind, isn't he? Am I still wrong? God damn it. I'm terrible at this. Okay, can you tell us who Draven is for the peasants?
He's the glory. He has 2 giant axes.
Oh.
A very memorable face that you might have seen on every character in the game.
You may have seen him on everything ever due to Photoshop.
I mean, uh, uh,
Oh god.
you know, do you know who Darius is?
I
He's
do.
the one at the dunk mount.
I do know who Darius is.
Darius is Draven's brother.
Really? They're related to
I
each
know.
other?
If I, yes, there are many relationships actually. Morgana and Kael are sisters. Renekton and Gnosis are siblings.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Lux
You
and
know what we should
Garen
do?
are siblings.
We should get like the siblings and like the parents and children and all that kind of shit and have them be on separate teams and kind of as we fight we can have the knowledge that we're kind of forcing family to kill each other and it will be glorious.
Over and over and over again. Just
Again,
death
yes.
upon death.
It would
It
be
really,
beautiful.
like, come on, they want to. Everyone wants to
Yeah,
kill
I'm
their
certain
family at
everyone
some
would
point.
be
They just
maniac.
are gonna go big or go home at that
I
point.
feel
That's
like-
why they use their ult only.
Pardon?
Like, and it should be a rule that you can only use your ult on your family.
True. I like the way you think there.
It should be a rule.
We should make that a thing. Make that a different game mode.
No,
Family
not
genocide.
harsh, man.
Okay, Marlon, what did you say? About midway through.
Oh, I was just saying that was harsh what she said.
No, before that. About midway through Abby's talking.
But it's. Oh, no.
I don't remember.
Damn it, no, I was so curious. Oh no. I'll be forever
Alright.
curious now. Why do you people do this to me? You did this to me too, Ro. You did this too. Oh god. Oh my god, it's just gonna haunt me forever. Alright, fine.
Constantly, it's always just there's a thought that started and then never finished because you just don't know. You forgot it as you're saying it. Like, it's literally coming out from your brain, out through your mouth, and into the ears of another person, and you just stop and you cannot remember.
I hate you all.
Oh.
Breaking my brain. I'm so curious.
He only ever tells me that he hates me.
Yes, it's true.
He beats me emotionally.
Hey, you did the same to me. With your overtly niceness. I know you're planning something.
I
You're always
assault you with niceness.
Exactly, all the time. Do you know, once, she actually said I was tolerable. How weird is that? Who does that?
Wow.
I don't. Wait, hold on. I wasn't that nice. Come on.
Well, okay, maybe I'm overstating it a bit. You just didn't see
I
it
think
hit me,
that's
and I found
that's just
that
what you wanted to hear. That's what you wanted to hear.
How dare you? I'm offended. You know what? I'm gonna go back to Lee because this offends me. That offended me.
So you can take it out on everybody else, right? Just like in Little League.
Totally. Go play leagues. You can go and yell at other people and just take out all your anger on them. It's
Oh
their due. They play those.
I am one of them. I joked about them, but I am one of them. I feel like he's just putting a
that how
cap
it
and
works?
just go to League forever.
You hate a certain type of person, but you really become that type of person later on. That's always how the story goes.
It's incredible. It's a Greek tragedy. I have become one of them. My God. Right, I'm gonna divert the attention for a little bit, unless anyone's ever got to say. Would you like to talk about Skylanders or Kingdom Hearts?
Skylanders!
Skylanders
I know.
it is.
I knew it.
So, would you like to introduce us to Skylanders?
knew it.
Because you are the resident super expert. I'm
I
fairly sure
am
you're the expert above all
expert
experts.
here.
So, begin.
Alright. Kind of give a synopsis of, first, kind of give a small overview of what Skylanders is.
Skylanders is a Toys to Life game for kids ages 6 and up. It is a...
That's me! That's me! I'm fixing up.
And it's a platform playing game that mostly played as co-op. It doesn't have any online features, unless you want to look at your friend's scores. People always like that feature. Um, and it uses the ability to bring in many, many, many different types of characters for many, many, many different types of experiences playing the game. It is level-based, simple. There are puzzles, but nothing challenging to give you a headache. Nothing a 4-year-old couldn't solve, to say the least.
Alright, I'd like to add something, because I knew about Skylanders for a while, but I never truly knew about it. I suppose about what we say, I knew of it. But you showed me some stuff about it, and I came to an instant realization as soon as I saw it. And hopefully people watching will come to the same realization. Ladies and gentlemen, Skylanders is Crash Bandicoot, okay? It's what happens if you mix Crash Bandicoot with Spyro and then give it a cute as fudge new paint cover thing. I don't know what. The point is, it's adorable, and it looks like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro put together, and there's millions of characters, and just if you're a nerd, if you're a nerd, if you like nice things, you should probably try it.
It's a positive game.
Exactly. It's a type of game, I kind of saw it and I got little bubbly feelings inside, little butterflies, and I was like, oh, everything's okay. And then I kind of, for a minute, I forgot about the existence of like Dark Souls, the most scary game on earth. And I kind of, just I became nicer inside. My soul brightened, from a pitch black to a dark grey. It was amazing. And yeah, I've actually, under your tutelage, I've bought two versions of it now, a Giants one and a Spyro version, which I'm going to start playing on Saturday, and hopefully me and my little sisters can have a whole hell of a lot of fun with it. And hopefully I won't...
Yeah, I hope you do.
But yeah. So what's your favourite aspect of it?
The roster. Just all the time your characters are being added to the game. That's my favorite part.
So it is like, I noticed that there are a lot of characters. I could kind of, when I went onto the site to figure out what the shop had for the game, I realised that there wasn't like a specific, we have 3 sets. It was we have an entire bloody page set aside for this. They're like, okay, gentlemen, have a seat. There are 15 different versions, 778 different characters, there are 5 different hues of each version of these characters, and guess what? There's a mini version and a giant version of all of them too. Have fun. Not really. I don't think it's that much, but still.
It is confusing. It is confusing how it works with characters, because they'll make the same character again for a newer game, but give them some extra features for that newer game and stuff.
See, that's the one part I don't understand is that which is the newer game, because as far as I know there's only Skylanders, but I've bought 2 now and there appears to be 2 different games.
There are 4 different Skylander games over the last 4 years.
Which do you suggest?
Spyro's Adventure is the what?
Which do you think is the best?
Oh, the newest one, Trap Team.
So it is consistently the newest one better then?
Yeah, I would say so.
Alright, that's good to know,
Which one do you care the least for? Like, which one would you say, if you were going to get one and you weren't going to get the other, like, which would you choose to be the one you, like, wouldn't suggest people get? If they can get another one.
Well, I mean, that depends on a lot of things, because, like, all the games are similar, but they all have a different essence to them. Like the second last one, Swap Force, I would suggest for a more mature audience, even more so than Trap Team, the newest one.
Now, I mean, I've got a question. Just I mean, really, it's just, I know it's an odd question, but when you a game like Skylanders, when you say this game requires a more mature audience, how much more mature can you get, really? As I don't know if it's going to be that much more mature, like...
No.
Not 6 to 12, 7 to 13.
Let's see. I would say, when I say more mature, probably 13 up.
Oh, really?
Because in the one I said I would recommend for a more mature audience, the levels are much longer and the puzzles are harder, and people have complained about this, even the parents of the younger children, not necessarily complain, but don't like it as much as the other games because of that.
Ah, that makes sense then. So it's not that it's actually got more mature content, it's that it's harder.
Yes.
Children these days just can't. They can't put in that kind of effort. They're children these
Yeah,
days.
they're-
Kids these days ain't got that kind
People
of
are
brain
using
power.
patience too.
Exactly. They're ADHD morons generally. Except my sisters, they're geniuses. They can do everything. You know.
Yeah.
They can take over the world if they want. And do you know what? Even though I want to take over
They
the world,
will.
they decided I will.
They will.
Well, yeah, that's right. They will. They'd actually. Now you
They're
think
just-
about it. There's one older one and two twins. That's like the perfect evil team.
They're going to. It's gonna be like, okay. Here's the thing. We do all the dirty work for them. We get the world, take it control, so that they don't have to get their hands dirty and they don't have to like do all the battle stuff and like.
Exactly.
We just
They
kind of
can- they
like
can
give it
just
to them
grow
because
into
they
their role.
deserve it for being so adorable and awesome.
Absolutely. In case anyone watching doesn't know, my little sisters are generally the world's nexus for adorableness. All the world comes from them and goes back to them eventually. Even I won't be surprised if one night while dreaming they dreamt of Skylanders and decided to give the dream to the people who created it and that created Skylanders. I won't be surprised. They're capable of that. That's a white lie. That's probably not what happened. But I like to think so. Anyway.
You know that happened. You're just being modest at this point. You know that happened.
Oh, that reminds me. Marilyn, I saw that you got like I said your name. Why do I keep saying people? I never said that.
You said like my name twice and then hers
God
once.
damn it. Look, I'll divert your attention. My name is Omar Chowdhury. You can find me. I live in England, in Bradford. Okay? Search for me first, okay? If you're gonna kill anyone, come for me. Okay? You know where I live now, okay? It's gonna be easy. Oh my god. Right. You got sent. Basically, I don't know the full details. You talked to someone from Skylanders? I know something happened.
Yes.
What happened there? That seems cool.
I conversed with the creator of the characters, and I even sent some of my figures in, and he signed them and gave me a picture that he drew just for me, and signed that too.
That's so nice! So look at the Skylanders giving me the bubblies again. This is nice.
I can actually show you them. I have them right next to me.
There you go. We got a nice thing to show. Yeah, show and tell. Show us. Let's see.
Yay, show and tell. My favorite part of school.
Look, we all know that was the best part of school.
I don't even think. When did that start for us? Because like I don't even think that I got to that point.
You never did show and tell?
No, I don't.
That explains
I
why
don't
you're the sister
remember.
with the dark colours.
Say what?
That explains why you're the sister with the dark colours.
Yeah. I never got show and tell, so I was vengeful and
It made you forever sad.
my heart blackened the second I was taken outside of school because I couldn't show and tell my,
Show and tell is the best part, okay? You can bring anything you
You
want
know,
in there.
man, oh god. You know what I would have shown and shown and told if I could have ever shown and told anything? More card captors cards. I would have stolen them for you to show them.
Oh my gosh, that was forever ago.
Do you still have those?
No, I don't. I haven't had them in this house ever.
I'm gonna buy. I'm just gonna go on eBay and see if they have like a set of those because those were like boss.
What were?
Okay, I want to show and tell now.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
What's this cards? I'm curious. Cards. Just tell me what the cards were.
Card, Card Captor. Have you
Card
ever
Captor?
watched that show?
Oh God! You want
Yeah,
Card Captors?
she had a deck of the cards from Card Captor.
They were legit. They were the actual cards and everything.
Oh my God! I want them.
And they were like large and they were like really thick too. I remember.
God, those
Like,
are awesome.
They're awesome.
You were so lucky just having had those. Just the fact that you got to touch them. You just jealousy. Okay, go show and tell and make me more jealous.
Okay, well, this is the first one. So this character is named Whirlwind, and I got it signed by eBay.
Is that a dragon unicorn?
Yes, she is half dragon, half unicorn, actually. I'm surprised you
Oh
can
my
tell.
God!
Everybody I've shown her to either says she looks like a donkey or doesn't know what type of animal she is.
I think I thought it was a
Unicorn.
Pegasus.
A dragon unicorn! Oh my God! A dragon unicorn!
There are a couple of hybrids. There's a half dragon, half phoenix, half dragon, half plant.
What? Okay. Oh, Are you telling me that at some point in the Skylanders universe, there was a dragon that was just walking by like a bush, looked at the bush, kind of raised his eyebrow and said, "I'll have that," walked into the bush and made a child with it. Made a child with the bush. How's that?
It did.
Oh, gee, I'm not even going to question it. I bet it's adorable anyway. I'm going to go with it.
It is adorable. And then my second figure, God's time, is Ninjini. So she's a giant actually for the Giants game.
She's a ninja? You can have
A
ninjas?
ninja genie.
Ninja Genie! Oh! Oh, I thought you meant the name Genie! Oh my god!
Oh no, her name is Ninjini, which is just a mix of them.
Oh my god.
Ninja Genie. Ninjini. Oh,
Well, they weren't invented with her name, but I'll tell you what, they were invented with what she is. A Ninja Genie. Geniuses. Geniuses. Look,
You
I've
should-
gone places to create weird ideas, but come on, I have never thought of a Ninja Genie.
There's some crazy ones out there. Have you ever looked at like a whole list of the characters?
I haven't, no.
Oh my god.
What do you think? What are the craziest?
What's the craziest? Yeah, I'm looking around, dude. I don't know. There's this little baby T-Rex who put a whole bunch of helicopter parts on him so he could fly.
Hella T-Rex?
Yeah. His name's Chopper.
Oh my god, I need to get these things. You know what you've done? You like second-handedly just taken a gigantic chomp out of my wallet. You just murdered it.
all the wallet. You don't even know. She's taking all the wallet.
My wallet has been violated by this.
I've given my whole wallet. So.
So now you're taking mine with it.
you take all the wallets.
This is horrible.
Oh,
My wallet's gonna join the grave of lost wallets.
This is a little mini of that Ninjini character.
There's a mini Ninjini? Mini Ninjini?
Mini Ninjini. Her name's Ninjini.
Oh my
I
god.
thought you liked the mini characters. I was just showing you.
I do. I like the mini characters best because they're just damn adorable. Just mini everything. I want like a mini demon dragon genie ninja Pegasus.
You just want all of the characters combined into one solid character.
And then make it mini.
Every single thing. Every single thing. A mini character.
And in about 5 minutes, that's going to come out probably because there's that many of them, and they seem to come out with them that fast. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it. It's gonna be good. It's good though. I don't mind that. I kind of like the amount of effort they're putting into making more, because I feel like it's keeping it alive. And frankly, I haven't seen a bad idea yet. I haven't. They all look awesome to me, and so I want to see more. And that's pretty much the thing with Skylanders. I feel like that's what keeps it going a little bit. That you kind of see it and you're like, this is cool. I wonder what that other one looks like. And then you get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anything to add?
Huh?
Anything to add about Skylanders, or do you want to move on to Kingdom Hearts?
I can talk forever about Skylanders.
Then
Let's
talk.
go.
And Goose Out. Talk about the traps. Talk about the traps because that's relevant because it's the new game came out, you know. So talk about like why the traps are a good thing and like the cool things about being able to trap like enemies and stuff. We haven't really talked about that at all.
Besides the opportunity of having more personality and awesome characters, like, it's such a fun part of the game. You just go around and be able to capture all the villains and play as them, and each one is just so different in how they look and act and talk.
Well, you can. So that allows you to capture villains, right? It allows you to become the bad guys.
Yes.
And do you
Yeah,
not need
that's
like
just
the
the newest-
figures to do that?
No, you need special
Little
traps like element traps.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's like you pick an element, and if the enemy is of that element, you then get to use that enemy.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's like Pokemon now. They just improved it
That's how they
somehow.
kill all the villains. You have to catch all the villains.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta enslave them all. Okay, thing. Skylander man. I don't know. We'll come up with a theme song later. It'll be good.
We'll play it. We'll play it for you sometime.
Good. You should do
You
that.
can judge us.
It'll be
You
good.
can judge us for that.
It'll be good. But yeah. So like, how is it? Like, how is it different then from the normal ones?
How's the newest one or the traps?
The traps. All the
Are they
newest ones,
different?
I suppose.
Well, you don't need each villain character as a figure to be able to play them. You only need one trap of an element, and you can capture all the villains from that element.
So it's
and
like it's
play
kind
as
to your
them.
wallet.
It's kinder to see what they've done.
But then, like, you can only trap one villain at a time in the trap.
Only one villain can be in a trap at a time, but you can switch them out in your hub world.
Ah.
Okay, so you don't have to go back to the levels and then recapture them. You can go back to like a menu and do it.
Yeah. Kind of.
That's good. I think that makes sense. I wouldn't want it to be too accommodating. Therefore, make it too easy. Like, okay, well now you have all of them. You can swap out anytime you want. Guess what? You are God. You would be though, wouldn't you? Because you
Yeah,
have every villain. You just be an army all your own. You would be God.
I guess you could technically buy like okay, like say you have like the water trap, you can buy like 6 of the water traps and just each one of them can be designated for a different villain if you were really not okay with just going back into the menu screen.
Yes,
You had
that's
a million
that's
spoilers.
a point. You could do that. You could do that because I mean they have 6 different trap models for each element.
Really?
Each wave, yes.
How great.
Why would you get those if you had the? Okay, that's a question. You, being the fact that you collect all those, would you even consider buying a different water element for, like, would you consider buying 2 different water element traps?
Well, me myself, no, just because that's too much. At least $5 per trap. I mean, at Toys R Us for 6. But I would buy a lot of them down the line on like eBay or something, just to collect all the different types. But I would not.
Okay, so like retail you would not.
No. I'll get all the characters detail. I just won't get traps. I mean, I got one to be.
But that's the thing. I think I'm not
game.
sure many people know this. I didn't know this. If you buy the kind of the toys second hand, they still work.
Yes, of course. Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
there's a big point with having the figures is that the figures have their memory or whatever with their level, their money, their upgrades, and that character is your character that you can take over to a friend's house or play with siblings, and it just feels like a little bit part of you since all your hard work is in no matter what.
Oh, so I didn't know that. I just thought it was some generic character. So those toys have your like specific details built into them then.
Yeah.
That's good. That I didn't know that. I like that.
Oh yes, it's really fun. It just makes you feel like more attached to them that way, I guess you could say.
No, again, that makes a lot of sense. That's actually like use my sister's example. I think it's good, but my sisters themselves, they have this thing. If something becomes endeared to them, they will hug that shit and keep it themselves until like death do them part. If I told them they had like a little dragon and they put it in the game and it worked for them, and if I told them that dragon toy was not specifically theirs and that it grew with them and that it changed and leveled up with them and remembered them every time they can log into different ones, they would lose their little minds. They would. Honest to God, let's go to school with it as a hat. I think I like that. I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to tell them that. And
I can imagine them putting it like on their desk and like when the teacher was like, "What is this?" They'd be like, "It's mine. Don't worry about it."
This is Spyro. Okay, this is Spyro, and you will appreciate my Spyro. And then they will use their dog.
This is my Spyro. This is the one I played with, and I did everything with.
This is my Spyro. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
And And they'll keep their information even with each game that comes out.
Wait, so
they'll
the
forever do that.
carry over?
What?
Did the characters carry over?
Yes, to every game. Like, okay, in a new game, the new characters for that game can't work in the older games, but all older characters can work in all the newer games, and they'll keep their information.
So it's not backwards compatible, which is understandable. No wait, sorry, it's not forwards compatible, which is understandable, but it is backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I like that. That would be one thing that would really annoy me if like you spent £1 million on figures and then they just didn't let you use them. I would. I'm not even kidding.
Well,
I would batter the
big
creators
point
then.
to
I would
make.
find them and I would hurt them, just like they hurt my wallet.
Can I backtrack to LoL for a second? Because I just thought of a question.
Yeah.
Just real quick. Okay. Well, this is actually for Omar. You played. Oh, crap. You played on both the UK servers and the American servers. Do you notice a different community in each of those?
Well, first of all, I'd like to point out that it's not UK, US. It's actually UK. Sorry, it's actually US European. And I'm sorry about this, but American servers way meaner. Way meaner. It's so mean. I mean, it's like you kind of have to. I'll be honest, you kind of have to pick an evil. If you choose. And at first that's fine, but eventually you start to realise that, you know, you're not going to win this match if someone's speaking German and you can't contact them because you're speaking French. And then I'm just sitting there, like, with my English language just kind of screaming, praying to God these guys won't get killed because I hate them. And yeah, so that becomes a problem. But overall, it's a lot better than when you go to the American servers and everyone hates you for no reason. Because that's just how it is. But make no mistake though, the hate is still in the European servers, but that's generally how it is. Also for me, the connections are slightly better in Europe. I wonder why. Because I'm technically in Europe. Oh, another thing, American players are better. That's true. The American players are a lot better. I don't know why. I like to assume it's because we don't play as much and have lives, but I know the actual truth is we're just not as good. In all honesty, we share the exact same of life with you Americans, which is to say not very much. So don't have to worry about that. We are nerds just like you, except we do it in a different language. Well, most of them do. I do it in the same language, except slightly better. Sorry, I look at my pen somewhere.
I know. I was just curious. That when you said that, I said something, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I said earlier, and I didn't get the chance. So, all right, go ahead. Back to the Skylanders.
Back to Skylanders.
That's where it's at. That's where it's really at.
Could you? Okay, I'm curious about this. Could you give me? First of all, I got a few questions actually. When did you first play Skylanders? What was it like? What kind of stuck with you that made you want to play it so much? Because I mean, you really like it. I mean, I'm not sure if anyone of you can tell, but she has all the Skylanders, and I mean all of them. So what made you like it? I'm talking like first time you played.
Well, actually, when I first heard of it, I thought it was stupid. I thought it was just a money grab, and I wish it didn't exist because I thought, wow, they're just trying to get money. And I thought all the characters looked so dumb when I would see them on the shelves at the store. But I kept seeing it for like a year. I kept seeing them, and I was like, geez, there's so many characters. I wonder if this game is actually fun. And it's around Christmas time at this point when I actually start getting into my curiosity. And I watched a YouTube video on like one of the first levels, the Giants. And I'm all excited, like, gee, is this game going to be fun? I mean, I love games with big rosters. And I watched some of the footage, and I'm very disappointed and upset because it was this like almost top-down view, which drives me nuts in general games. It's not really like that, but it looked like that when I watched the video. And I was like, the path was so linear, and I didn't think there was anything more than just walking forward, basically, in the game. So I immediately like stopped watching and was like, well, I'm done with that. But I had word of mouth went around with me being curious about the game, and so when Christmas finally came around, I got my new Xbox 360, and it was the Skylanders edition that came with Star Wars Adventure. So I was like, oh wow, okay, cool, I can actually play this game now, and I started playing it, and then I started really enjoying it. I'm like, holy crap. I still thought to myself, I'm not going to buy another character, because, like, I still don't want to...
I remember you saying that and stuff, but...
Huh?
I remember you saying that like, when you first got it, how you were like never gonna buy any of the characters unless other people bought them for you and stuff like that.
And I was playing through the game and I was having a lot of fun. I was like, okay, maybe I'll buy one character. So I looked through the list of characters. I was like, okay, I picked one called Drobot. And I was like, it's a robot dragon who shoots lasers out of his eyes. Seems pretty cool. I want that one. So I went to the mall and I got him. And it took a while before I got another character. But once I got that other character, then I just really started collecting all the ones that I thought looked fun. And then eventually I got so many that I was like, well, I might as well just finish this. And I just got them all.
So it became like a slow burning obsession, and now it's just an addiction.
Yeah.
It can't be me.
Yeah.
You have a problem. It's a good problem, and an adorable problem with cute little things everywhere.
You should see my collection of doubles.
Of what?
It's seriously a collection in itself, and most of them are still in their packaging.
Oh my god. Do you know what? I feel like I should tell you, I'm the biggest nerd in this podcast, but that's in question now. That's very much in question now. I don't know anymore. Questioning my own identity. But yeah.
Well, you just sent him into an identity crisis. How do you feel about that?
I don't
Sorry.
know who I am anymore. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, safe part, this Skylanders is addictive, which worries me now because I've just started. Apparently I'm like looking down the barrel of a hard addiction. But yeah, thanks for that.
And you're gonna get your sisters into it, and you know they're gonna get obsessed with it.
That's 4 people. That's 4 people. Thank you
I was
for
gonna
that.
say, every time you buy a character, you're gonna have to buy 4 of them so that they can all play.
Oh my god, you're
their
right.
own.
Oh, it's gonna be, Jesus, my wallet's going to be just beaten to death. This is your fault,
You
man.
won't have a wallet. You won't have a wallet anymore.
These things will last for a long, long time. And they'll
You haven't met
constantly
my
have
sister.
replay value.
My
And
sisters
they'll
will burn.
constantly...
They will physically enact violence upon them just because they can. They'll be like, I wonder if this can survive a fall out the window. We should check, and they'll do it. I'm not playing around.
Okay, I have
They'll
one
do it.
question.
Yeah.
Real quick for Game BC. Is it worth it? Is it, like, have you found it to be worth it? Like,
I
all the
don't know,
money
my
and stuff.
room-
All
All I see are Skylanders, and my heart lights up every time I see it.
Aww.
So yeah, it's worth it.
Alright.
Well, I think we can. You know what? I think that's. Let's be honest. I'm being honest here. That when you have hobbies like this, it's for your own personal fun, right? And if that's the feeling you get from it, when it's like you see it around the place, yes, it's definitely worth it. So, I mean, now I don't really mind getting them, although I am fearful for my wallet, obviously.
Just start with a goal. Say I'm only gonna get this much. Look at the list of characters. Pick out your favorites. Go for them, and just see what happens from there.
You overestimate my ability to hold back. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna put it in.
All the Skylanders.
This is what happened, right? A week from it, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna pick up the remote. I'm gonna start playing. And a week from now, I'm gonna like Skype you all, and I'm just gonna send you a few pictures of just my room full of Skylanders, just
I
everywhere.
would love to see that.
Just kind of a picture of me lying on the ground, just surrounded, just kind of
We should
with
have a picture
Skylanders all over me.
contest.
Okay, find the Skylander that you think he won't like the look of the most, and see if he still likes it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got my phone out. We'll see.
What kind of animals do you not like?
I don't like hippos. I don't like, no, I like sloths. I don't like insects. That's the only thing I can say about absolute certain. I don't like insects. I don't like hyenas. I don't like hyenas actually. Look, I'm trying to figure out. I don't like. I don't know. I like everything. Damn it! Why do I like everything for? Find something I don't like. God damn.
Well, pretty strong. Is it Stump Smash? Is that what?
Smash. Yeah. Yeah, I have him in my closet right now in my boxes.
No, yeah, don't bother with it. Don't bother with it.
I should Google it. Don't worry. Stump smash.
Like, oh, are you doing that?
I should Google
He's
it.
Googling it.
We'll find out. We'll find
Okay.
out.
I was gonna show him Terrafin, because I was like, I don't like
Oh yeah, you can. Hey, no, you can still show him it.
I love him.
He's just what?
He's like that tree from Lord of the Rings. Oh God, he's awesome.
Alright, how about this one? It's like a shark boxer.
I like it. It's so cool. It's a shark with fucking boxing gloves. No boxing gloves. It's something else. Oh my God! Look, doesn't matter. It's a punchy shark. A punchy shark.
You basically picked his favorite character now.
Yeah,
Okay,
you might have.
I don't like how this one looks necessarily. The Riptide.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Riptide. I think I know Riptide.
But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's like a fish that wields fish swords. But those are some of the most unattractive looking characters in my opinion.
Riptide isn't bad. Riptide is simply uninteresting.
Yeah, he's pretty simple on game too. He's basically just hack and slash, nothing too great. Unless he likes swinging hammerheads around.
Hammerheads?
Yeah.
Please tell me you mean the shark.
Yes.
Yes! Okay, I like him now.
In my opinion, it doesn't matter how weird one is at first. I find a reason to love them all.
I think I might be too, because, I mean, if this is the worst you got, then, I mean, I'm in trouble, because I like them all.
Yeah, look at Doombug. See if you like him, because you said you like insects, but I don't know if you'll like this one.
Doom, but... No, I said I don't like insects. Insects are the devil.
Does not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, look up Doombug then.
Who likes insects? Liking spiders? Good God, no. In my lifetime, I intend to see to the eradication of all multi-legged beasts. You know, 4 is enough. You don't need any more than that. Nope, I love him. Look at that. He's like a, what is he? He's like a shaman samurai? He's a crab, isn't he?
You put in Doombug. He's a dung beetle.
Oh yes, a dung beetle. Well, he may be a dung beetle, but he's definitely not shit. But yeah, I like him. I mean, he looks a bit. I can't say he looks a bit tacky because of the gold. Because the gold kind of, I think gold looks tacky in general. I don't think gold looks good on a ring, but you know, yeah, he's overall he's definitely the worst yet. I'll tell you that. But he's still good. He's got this face. His face kind of looks funny. It's like, he kind of looks like he's a bit simple. You know, like he's got a face that makes me think, you're not a smart fella, but you'll try hard and I like you. And you just pat him on the head and send him on his way.
He actually has some interesting moves.
Such as?
Interesting attacks. He has an interesting attack palette there.
What does he do?
Well, besides waving his wand around and doing a whole bunch of magical stuff, he also can roll enemies into balls and walk on them as they move.
Oh! That's cool! In that case,
Or roll with them.
he kind of,
Roll with them.
he turns them into a giant crap ball.
A magical one!
A magic grapple.
The magic crap ball! Oh, God! Look. I don't know if he's the strongest in the game. He's definitely the one you least want to fight. Everyone's like, no, I don't want to fight him. They put me in the crap ball. You no longer have to watch take that off me? Just because Spyro's like, hey, hell no. Not a chance. Just for hygiene reasons. Oh, I feel bad for him now. I bet he doesn't have many friends. Everyone's like, oh, he's this shit guy.
Oh.
I've created a character for him. No! I've given him a soul.
And he's just in pain. You're giving him a soul, and now he's just sad all the time because no one likes him.
Oh no! They should make an animated film out of him. That's what it is. I've created an animated film out of him. And like it ends with his dung ball like ability managing to save the day for everyone. And everyone's like, yay, go! And then they have like a massive like snowball fight, except it's a dung ball. It's the most horrifying Disney movie ever.
But, you know, everyone's happy at the end, so...
Yeah, it'll do, it'll do. Just don't pretend to eat your food afterwards, because it's not gonna happen. You're gonna stomach's gonna be a bit ill. For people watching, what would you say is a good way to start? A good place to start. Like for example, if you other than the starter packs, because they're the obvious places. Is there a specific game that you think is the best one to go with at the beginning with? Is there a specific character you think is really good that you know is really nice to kind of give a go with? Something that really epitomizes the game.
When it comes to the games, I would suggest starting from the beginning because as you play through them, you see the differences, the additions, and you get more appreciation, which in the long run just adds more fun and happiness. So, I would suggest starting from the beginning. I mean, even nowadays, the first 3 are super cheap to get. The whole starter pack with the 41 characters.
It's true. I bought the 2 starter
I don't
packs
think that's
for
asking
like
too much necessary.
50 quid, I think. Overall, it was quite cheap. £15, 2 of them.
Which, would you say that if you started with, say, like, Swap Force, if you started with Swap Force, that you would be kind of lost as far as... I know it's not very story-driven because it's so much just the characters that you play and that, but there is a bit of story. So would you feel lost if you started at, like, the 3rd game and you hadn't had the storylines of the first 2 embedded into your soul?
No, I wouldn't suggest starting with Swap Force. I really don't start Swap Force for anybody. That would be a bad...
Okay, even if you started with, like, Giants, would you feel lost because you didn't have the storyline of Spyro's Adventures?
No. Actually, it takes a big turn from the first game to the second one. And it's fresh and would be a good new start to somebody.
So
Giants
you could really...
a really good one to introduce. Giants introduced most of the major Skylander fans, actually.
So really you could start anywhere and not be confused as to who characters are or anything like that.
I just not starting with Swap Force.
Okay.
I'm really on that. Don't start.
Just avoid Swap Force.
I don't even know what
If you
Swap
want to,
Force
you
is, but I
can.
feel really intimidated
I
by
can
it right
suggest
now.
that. Yeah, go Spyro's Adventure Giants Trap Team. That would be good. If you want to play Swap Force, that's good too. Just don't start with it.
Can you explain what Swap Force is to me?
Characters are split in half, and you the characters to like have the top half of one character and the bottom half of another character.
This is a Swap Force member named Magnacharge. You can come apart and you swap the bodies with other characters, and then in the game they'll show up. Top half is another character, bottom half is Magnacharge, and it's supposed to give you a whole bunch of different combinations so you can make really good attacks or something. I don't like the gimmick. I don't care for it at all. I was almost not even going to collect the Swap Force characters because I don't really like that gimmick. But ignoring the gimmick, it's just like a normal Skylanders game.
I'm just kind of considering how horrifying that could end up being. The ability to swap the bottoms and the halves. You could just find the ugliest bottom and top half of any of them, join it together and create some kind of horrifying abomination.
A lot of them really don't look good switched like that. I don't understand why they thought of this.
It seems to be a questionable idea, if we're being honest. It's a questionable idea. Definitely.
But the gimmick for Trap Team's pretty cool. The characters are trap masters who are stronger against villains that you capture, and they all have these traptanium weapons that all look cool in the figures. This is a trap master. It's just she has a traptanium gear, giant gear that she hula hoops with.
Can I just... that is the coolest name for something ever. Traptanium.
It's like they're made of crystal in that world that's supposed to be unbreakable.
Well, I like it.
And how somehow you can turn Traptanium from this to like this.
Into a very specific situation
that can fit in the portal just perfectly.
Coincidence?
I think not.
Right, okay, so basically what you're saying is don't ever start with this because it is definitely the worst. If you like it, okay, but it is without doubt the worst of them.
In my opinion, yes.
Alright, got it. So in other words, avoid that until you know for a fact you like the game enough to be worth it. Right.
Yeah.
I got it. So, yeah, that's fine. And let's see, what else? What else can I ask about this? Let me see.
How would you describe the in-game like character interactions between like the side characters who help you throughout the quest? Like,
yeah, and also about the story, because I don't know anything about. I didn't even know it had a story. I was under the impression it was some kind of puzzler.
Like, well, first of all, the side characters interaction. Yeah, like I said before, there's so much personality in the game. All the side characters are hilarious, have their reasons for being there and what they say, and the character, like, no one's a big jerk in the game, so there aren't any people you would hate, really. Unless you just get annoyed by silly people.
Persephone? Like Persephone?
Only you!
Like how I hate Persephone. She's... Oh.
Okay, explain this to me, please.
She's a fairy who upgrades you, so you gotta hurt her with money, and she'll give you new abilities. But she doesn't talk proper English. She kind of makes
she has a really annoying voice. If we just talk about tone here.
Really high and happy, and Abby can't stand that.
I'm going to play a bit of Persephone's voice now, and we're going to see what it's like.
I don't like it. I think it annoys me.
I like it.
That is the British advert for Skylanders Trap Team.
That's not Persephone.
We're about to see it, I think. Why are you random person talking? No! I want to hear Persephone. Where is she? It's taking so long.
I think you should be proud of me for knowing her name. I think, if anything else, you should just be proud of me for knowing her name.
I'm too lazy.
Oh, I know.
We'll do it later.
I know you know it because you always say I hate Persephone.
It's
hey,
nice
just
name.
like Donald.
But
just like Donald.
Donald? Explain. Donald? You mean Donald from
No. Donald Duck.
Oh, you hate Donald, that's right.
You hate Donald
He's
Duck?
worthless. He is worthless. He is the pain.
I mean, he's a clear rip-off of, like, Daffy Duck, but still. Come on.
She hates him because in Kingdom Hearts, the first game, he's not very responsive to using magic. But he's a miracle worker in the second game.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make him better. That doesn't change the fact that in the first game he is worthless crap that can't do anything.
So he's just the worst mage in history.
Well, yes. No, in the general like common knowledge, he is the worst mage ever created.
I wonder why. The
Period.
mage is not capable of high magic. Oh, I'm shocked. I guess his duck bill was not very good at depositing the proper pronouns to do magic. Oh, he mocks the fact that he was a duck. Look, I'll be honest, I managed to slightly go with the fact that, like, Disney characters were mixed with Final Fantasy characters in that show, but it's still just exceedingly hard for me to get over the fact that there's a goddamn duck there. It's just... You can do
I
it.
love him.
Look, I know you can do it.
yeah,
It's
you-
good. But every now and then you kind of sit down and you look and it's like, that's a duck. That's a duck that's helping me fight this guy. How am I alive right now? Why couldn't I pick like one of the Final Fantasy characters to come with me? They've got they've got gigantic swords
he
and
doesn't
magic
help
powers.
you do
But I picked
anything.
a
He
duck.
he doesn't help you. He just stands there and takes a place of someone who could actually help you. Like Tarzan. Tarzan helps better than freaking Donald does.
Tarzan. Can we just say, Tarzan was awesome. I didn't play enough of Kingdom Hearts to get too far into it, but Tarzan was cool.
Yeah.
Because he was Tarzan.
Tarzan's pretty cool. Tarzan's pretty cool.
Tarzan.
Donald.
Aladdin's best help though. He does the best job with killing the enemies. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
Play enough
my
to
favorite.
realize
Yeah.
I feel bad. I feel bad.
Just the most OP.
I'm a terrible nerd. In fact, let's talk about Kingdom Hearts complexity for a minute, because this I know about. This I know about. Okay.
I feel like if you understood it, then you have no life. I feel like if you understand, like, I don't think even, like, ABC, I don't even think you understand everything about it.
Here's
About Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, I think you understand a lot.
You
like, a
understand
lot.
how many hours I spent playing and learning the whole world of that
No,
game?
I get it. I get that you did, but there is stuff that even you can't explain to me.
Like what?
The freaking, just everything about the, okay, like, explain why Riku gets to be a Keyblade Master and Sora doesn't. Explain that to me.
Because the Keyblade was originally going to be Riku's.
But he fell to the darkness! That makes
Which means
him
he was a
non-eligible for
master.
Keyblade Master status!
Hey, okay, let me explain then. Let me explain. It was
And he's my favorite character!
It was originally going to go to Riku because of Riku's personality and his strength. And then,
Right.
and then he fell to the darkness, and then Sora got it. But then later, when they were having their exam, Riku passed because he didn't fall deep into his thoughts like Sora did, and didn't fall into like the darkness of his thoughts. And
Wait, what? So wait.
Sora in that world. So
So Sora actually fell further into darkness than Riku?
I didn't say that.
No, but that's what it seems like. Like, you just said that Riku had to save him from a darker place
Yes.
in his own thoughts. So technically that means that Sora fell farther into darkness than Riku did. And Riku was inside of the darkness, lost for a year.
I wouldn't put that much thought into it because the decision to make Riku pass the exam and Sora not was largely based on Riku's popularity.
I get that, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Hold up, I've got a question here. Why is Rico so popular? I saw him, he a bitch. I see
Because people think he's hot.
Well, he's not hot. He's not hot. He's a chibi looking weird ass, disproportionate grey haired motherfucker. He's gonna look old by the time he's 20. He's got weird. He didn't wear the right shirt size. Someone's showing a bit of his navel. Why doesn't he do that? Why doesn't he do that? Wear a proper shirt, man. He doesn't make sense. He's always depressed. I mean, I know he likes the girl. How's he ever gonna get the girl if the entire time he's talking to her, he's like, hey, how are you? You okay? I'm so depressed. He's an example of the emo nitwittery that plagues our world. And I feel like if Kingdom Hearts would be a lot better if I could play it, and during the beginning part where you have like a little test of like a skill between him and Sora, if like at some point in the test you could kind of stop and like break one of the rocks so that he hits it, falls down and dies, that would make me very happy.
I feel like you have a deep place in your heart for hatred of Riku.
Him and every character like him. There are so many bitches in this kind of stuff. Why? Okay, you want a fucking list? Because there's a long ass list. Okay, I'm gonna give you. You know what? I'm gonna give you the only guy who's more of a bitch than Rico. The one man who's just the king bitch.
And that is?
Sasuke Uchiha.
Ah! Yes.
Oh
Yes,
my
yes.
god. You think a man would get over that shit by now? Like a million different people have told him to get the hell over it. Half the people who he's killed everyone who could have helped him, and is now defeating the purpose of this entire thing happening. He's an idiot. He is an idiot. Okay? He is a depressed emo idiot. And I just want people to know that. He's truly the stupidest person. He's got mental health problems a mile long. Honest to God. But yeah, Riku's like him except just worse. Well, not worse. A little less worse. Riku's like him, but darn, he has no reason for being an idiot. His parents weren't murdered. He doesn't have... Where's his excuse? Where's his excuse for being emo? He was on a happy-ass island with his best friend and good friend.
Kyrie chose Sora instead of him, and he was deeply hurt by this.
That didn't
Okay,
happen
now,
till after the island.
it got changed later. He was manipulated.
Oh, come on!
Heartless.
Wait, what? Explain?
Riku
He was manipulated?
like, because of his emotions with a lot of stuff that was going on, like, at the beginning, they changed the story later on, but even at the beginning, he was mad because Sora got the Keyblade, and Riku didn't, and
So he was jealous.
Yes, but later on they
mention him.
changed it to where he had been manipulated and convinced by others that Sora actually hated him the whole time and just wanted everything from him.
Oh!
Oh my God! Why didn't he think to just stop for a second and just be like, "Yo, just can anyone hold up for a second before we kill each other?" Yo, Sora, this is what this guy said. True? You hate me? You hate me, bro? And Sora's like, "No, dude, I love you, man." And he's like, "I love you too, bro." And then they hug, and then I mean, I imagine in the game they'd stop hugging, but then some yaoi fangirl gets a paper out and starts drawing what would happen if they didn't stop hugging. Wow, chicka, wow, wow. Yeah.
They draw that
There's
way
been a
out.
lot of it slipped into the game, actually.
What?
A lot of pretty gay moments they put into the game. I mean, like, okay, you got the obvious. When Sora finally reunites with Kairi and Riku while he still looks like Xehanort's Heartless and the castle that never was, he figures out that the Xehanort Heartless guy is Riku. And instead of seeing Kairi for the first time in a long time and approaching her, he approaches him with tears, going on his knees, holding his hand, saying how he missed Riku. And it just
Straight to Riku.
Oh my God.
I was just standing there like,
If you look at Sora's stained glass, he has pictures of Donald, Goofy, Riku, and Kairi. And if you look at them, the characters that are smiling more are the ones that are closer to Sora's heart. Riku has the biggest smile of them all.
Oh my God. Sora wants the D.
and every yaoi fangirl will give that to him.
Well, I'm not sure the girls could do it.
No, just in their heads.
Oh, that makes more sense. Anyway, look, now that we got my hate for the, stereotypical emo kid out of the way, we got to talk about the timeline. The weird, odd, as hell, ballsy, impossible to understand timeline. Okay, now, I'm going to give you the main thing that annoys me and that makes no sense to me. Okay, what's the blonde kid's name? I've forgotten his name.
Roxas and Ben.
Okay,
Roxas.
Roxas. Now, here's how it works, okay? Now, I happen to know that there was a Roxas, quote-unquote, who existed before Sora became the Keyblade Master, right? He had the black cloak and everything. He was part of Organization 13, I believe. Now, how is it that he existed then, and then is somehow at the same time the Shadow/Heartless version of Sora? That's impossible. Are you telling me that somehow Sora's alternate evil Heartless version is somehow a person who existed before? Why?
I think you're confused on how Heartless and Nobodies work.
I haven't got a clue how they work. I don't have a clue.
When a person with a strong heart dies, they leave behind a nobody, along with being turned into a Heartless. And Roxas is Sora's nobody from when he got turned into a Heartless near the end of the first game.
Mm-hmm. And how?
So he's what?
How did he exist before Sora did then?
It
Okay,
was in his heart.
now you're thinking of Ventus.
Yes, but Ventus is Roxas.
Roxas looks like Ventus, because Ventus, when you play the end of Birth by Sleep, Ventus, his soul takes shelter, and basically the closest and most comforting place he can find shelter in is in Sora's heart. And he takes shelter there. So when Sora made his nobody, it took a little bit, I guess you could say, the DNA of Ventus's soul and took that form. But he's actually still Sora. But he looks like Ventus.
So he's Sora with a better skin.
Yeah, that's Roxas.
That makes so much... You know, my little brother's been trying to explain that shit to me for decades. And the entire time, at the end of the conversation, I just go like, fuck it, I'm out, because he doesn't manage it. You finally managed to explain that shit to me. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, okay now. I mean, I have some logical problems, like why, first of all, did the soul decide to travel to someone else's heart, and why did then that soul somehow manage to take the form of another person entirely, when in fact it's mostly the other guy's soul. It should or best look like a blonde version of Sora, but no, it was Roxas. And like, why was it hiding in the heart in the first place? Why did it go to Sora? Why did it go to Riku if Riku was technically meant to be the original Keyblade Master, which means technically he was a more pure person at that point, so he should have gone to him, but he didn't, which doesn't make sense. Oh my god, and how many other things, isn't Keyblade meant to be like the one ultimate blade? Why does every motherfucker have a Keyblade? I don't know, so there's like a million different Keyblades?
The Keyblade is the ultimate blade that can control all of Kingdom Hearts. Sora's Kingdom Key is not the Keyblade.
But it's a Keyblade!
It is a Keyblade. It is not the Keyblade.
It's not the Keyblade.
So you tell me this is a world where swords don't exist, but Keyblades are the swords?
Basically.
So they're all like nifty, like thrifty Chinese knockoffs then?
No, not exactly. Like,
no, because
that's why you can get. That's why you can get so many different Keyblades, like in the games, like from the
I
worlds
thought it
and
was
stuff.
like some shit where you like edited your own Keyblade to become that Keyblade. Like that was the power of the Keyblade.
Oh no, you get those for like the world, like the rewards and worlds and stuff.
Okay, so explain to me what the real Keyblade is.
The Keyblade is, okay, it goes back a long time ago, even before Birth by Sleep, which is technically the first game in the timeline of the series.
Look at it. Here's what you do. Give me the timeline. Tell me what the hell happened from start to finish. Okay? Just tell me. Explain it to me.
That would be a long story.
Give me the main points. The confusing bits.
The entire storyline, every character's involvement.
I'll make a synopsis. Okay, so this.
Okay, hold on. Here, make it easier.
What?
Okay, to make it easier, start out by saying like the timeline of the games, like where each game comes in the timeline, and then like give kind of some perspective there. Like, because you said that Birth by Sleep is the first in the timeline, technically, even though it's like what, the 6th or 7th game.
Yeah, something like that. Let's
but
see.
It's technically the first in the timeline.
Well, I don't think me saying it's gonna be relevant unless you know what each game is.
Well, I mean, I can say all the games. I played a little bit most of them, so I don't. Like,
Birth by Sleep, then the first game, then Chain of Memories, then the second game. No wait, Chain of Memories. Oh, okay. First game.
You don't even know!
2 days. Chain of Memories. 2. Coded?
358 over 2 days is like in tandem with 2. Is it 2? Oh, it is Chain of Memories. It's not with 2.
It takes place right after the first game, and it continues on.
Does no one see a problem with the fact that this is questionable? You don't just know? I find that greatly questionable. That's so worrying. They did. I think we all gotta admit, as good as these games are, they really buggered up the timelines.
Yeah.
They need to do some Marvel decent reboot shit. Like, okay, we're starting all over again, okay? This is what happened at the start. We'll start again. Kingdom Hearts 3, we'll give you an entire reboot, make it all into one game so you know what actually happened.
3's supposed to finish it all.
Well, it'd be very nice of them to start all over from there then. Just be like, yo, Kingdom Hearts 3, first thing you do, you play through all the games in actual order.
Yeah.
Nicest thing ever. Yeah, okay, seriously though, it's like, okay, because you're right, this might take too long and be super, super complicated, so, first things first, the blade?
The blade is a weapon that was created during the Keyblade War when there was so much clashing with like Keyblades, I guess you could say. It created the Keyblade, which then created Kingdom Hearts and controls Kingdom Hearts. And later on, the blade, it broke into 7 pieces. Or 7? I don't remember. It broke into a certain number. Half were pieces of darkness, half were pieces of light. And Xehanort is the main enemy to the whole franchise, and he wants to recreate the Keyblade so that he can control everything. And that's where Ven comes in, because he wants to use Ven, like, he wants to basically crack him and
Like
turn
an
him
egg?
into the blade, huh?
Like an egg? Just like crack him in two, make a bit of omelette?
Like,
Hard-boiled
messing with
egg.
the emotions so much to where it creates an all-powerful source to make the Keyblade.
Oh, good.
But he can't do that, so instead he tears all of the darkness from him, so that there's a pure light and pure darkness, so that when they clash, they'll turn into the blade.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, that's where Vanitas comes in. So, Xehanort's goal in the whole series is to make this Keyblade again. That's to make the Great War happen and make the Keyblade and control everything. So, that's the gist of Kingdom Hearts.
Right. Now I have one other
It's the
question that
very
I feel like
shortest
I really
gist.
should have asked first. I'm pretty sure the answer, I don't think the answer is ever going to be satisfying enough, but why... Okay. Okay. Why is it that Sora was on an island where Tidus and Waka lived, where in fact Tidus and Waka don't live there, but live in live in Spira, in a different universe? Why are they all in one universe? What happened? What melded them all into one gigantic egg of nonsensical mayhem?
Final Fantasy doesn't really exist in the Hearts universe. It's like reshaped to where they're just being also characters in that world having their own stories.
But why did they then remain to have
Wasn't there like
this
a thing?
like
wasn't there a thing with
Cloud
like with like Squall, Leon? Wasn't there like a thing with him, like with their world being destroyed, and that was why they were there, because they were where the people who go that their worlds are destroyed go?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So like technically, couldn't you then assume that all the Final Fantasy characters are there because their worlds were destroyed?
no, I don't
Well, if you
think
want
so,
to
'cause
say
then
that,
Tidus
but then
would
you can
go
look
on.
at Tidus and Waka and their kids living on this island and have been there their whole life. And that's not how it actually is.
Then just the exception, I guess. Like, I don't know.
No, that happens a lot. Like Aerith should be dead then.
Yeah, you just gotta accept it. They're just like,
Go with
just
it.
like Disney characters.
Just
You
go
know,
with it then.
Because it's not like they're really vital to the story, and they're just kind of there.
I do.
They're
That's
like
another part. I don't like
fancy
that how they kind of give the don't give much to the Final Fantasy characters. Like I felt like Squall, Leon as he's called in the thing, should have given him a bit more screen time, because he was one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters. I mean, I know he's a little bit of an emo bitch as well, but I mean he has a sword with a fucking shotgun at the same time. That is the coolest thing ever.
Well, I mean, you get to fight him.
Well, that's true.
You get to fight him.
He's at the beginner fight. That's mean. You just made him the weakest he could possibly be.
Yeah, but it's a tough fight.
I suppose. I mean, I beat him fairly easily.
Well, good for you.
I wasn't. Okay, I was bragging a little bit. Yeah. If there's any consolation, I still got my ass handed to me by Sephiroth.
Everyone gets their ass handed to them by Sephiroth.
You really have to have a very specific way to fight him.
I know my brother
Like-
beat him. I know that. I don't know how the hell he did it, but I know he did it. I also know he has no life and spent years. He was up in his room for long enough that when he came down, you could kind of see small lines coming off of him. Kind of know to touch him, just in case. It's like,
But did he like beat him like with an inch of his life, or did he just like was it like an actual fight, or did he just like barely win and then he finally won and he's like, hey, I'm done.
yeah, as far as I know,
I'm
it was
done.
a fucking
I'm done.
situation. Yeah. But yeah, although he was terrible at the kind of the those tests they do, those kind of like trials, jumping puzzles. He was terrible at that in the game.
Oh, could he beat Riku in the
No,
first
he couldn't. I couldn't.
race?
I could though. I could. I was good at that. I tell you what, I wasn't good at that. I was really. Okay, I'll be granted. I hate Riku. He's a little girl with his grey hair and shit. And so when I saw him beat me the first time, just a rage welled up in my stomach. Just a rage, a pure unadulterated rage. And I was like, no, I refuse. I switched off the game and I was like, ha! You didn't win anymore. And I did it again and again and again until I beat him comfortably. Not gonna let him get away with beating me. Not a chance. Weird
You just
three-headed
practice.
kid. Absolutely.
And then, like, you brought your brother in to be like, hey, watch me fight this guy for the first time ever.
So yeah, I just beat him straight away. Oh my god, look at that skill. Wow, amazing.
And then he's just like, seriously, how did you do that? And you're just like, just
Come
did it. He's like, I've been listening to you practice this for like 6 days. What are you doing?
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Actually, I'm curious. What did you think of the game then? Now, because I feel like, I mean, I know you liked it, but like, what like, well, like I kind of had to give up because I just simply couldn't handle the timelines and the complexity and the kind of I lost so much in terms of logic that I couldn't push myself to go through with it. So what kept you guys playing?
How many did you play?
I played through from the first to the end, but it was kind of sporadic, and I kept kind of leaving it for a month and coming back. So.
But you quit the game after one game?
Yeah, but I didn't. It's not like I stopped like keeping up with it. I read online. I watched my brother play 2 for a little bit. I realized after he played 2 for a bit, something was missing, so I googled it and realized that there was an in-between bit. And I couldn't figure out what was going on there. I know it was kind of on Game Boy, but then on PS2 at the same time, which didn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The first game is tedious. It can be frustrating.
The first game was enraging. The camera angles were shit. The graphics annoyed me. Okay, I could never jump where I wanted to jump, and it kept like Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. Oh
I know what
my
you're gonna say
god!
about that world.
Those trees. If I could get my hands on Alice from Alice in Wonderland of that moment, I would have choked her. I would have taken the bitch out. It's like, no, you don't get to leave. After all the torture I just had to go through, you going down with me. Oh
Yeah, but then once
God.
you go through all that, and then you're finally like where she is, and then all of a sudden she's gone, and you're like, yeah, where?
I played the game.
Someone
See
needs to
her
be
just
responsible for
But
this.
then you're kind of happy because you really didn't want murder charges that day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The Cheshire Cat, though. oof,
I
took
did.
that bitch alive.
I did. But then again, I want murder charges every day, all the days.
Murder
Especially when
every-
the person who dies is responsible for a great turmoil in my life, such as jumping those trees.
And,
But you know what's worse? Yeah, let's be realistic here. What's worse than the Alice in Wonderland one? No. What do you think? I'm gonna say.
what's worse than Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah. What do you think?
Trying to think of all the worlds.
Breaking those wooden
Because
blocks in Hercules and trying to beat the time.
No. Nowhere close.
oh, I just had it in my head.
The frickin' vines in Tarzan.
Yeah, Tarzan.
Oh.
Those were.
Tarzan is easy to navigate. It's just also tedious. The Wonderland is actually confusing.
Wonderland, you don't know where you're going.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I have to do that, if you don't do it for me, I see red and I just go into this rage. Like, seriously.
I
It
don't know
is
which I am.
maddening
It doesn't make
to me, and
Also,
I think
something that
I
annoyed me-
think I've had my most homicidal thoughts of my life while playing that towards Disney characters, and that's sad. That's sad. But
Key don't care. Key don't care about being on air.
Daily dose of cuteness.
See, that's a lot better than the Cheshire Cat. I hate that cockroach smile. Shit. Yeah.
Always just trying to confuse you, or just trying to take you in the wrong direction,
Oh my God.
while still steering you in the right direction, but hoping that you'll do the wrong thing.
God, don't remind me. You know Kingdom Hearts? I feel
No,
Kingdom Hearts is
he
the
very
greatest
much
game
was
that I
trying
hate.
to help.
Well, he was trying to help, but he was being a dick about it.
He was.
It's like, come on, man, if you want to help, just tell me where to go. You're a giant invisible cat. You could make
That's
me
not
invisible
how
and
it
help
works, though. That's not how it works. If you're gonna get
But
help
he
from him,
could.
you're gonna get it his way.
me. And that's why I
Maybe
hate him.
if he stopped being a douche, people would like him more.
Yeah, maybe he gets some...
I don't know.
tea
People
from-
like him a lot, especially somebody here who's a huge fan of him. Who
I do love the Cheshire Cat. He confuses me. I
You're
do love
dead
the
to
Cheshire
me.
Cat. I'm dead to him, but I still love the Cheshire Cat.
Did you take your ADD pills?
Yes.
Oh, damn! Oh, I feel like there was a burn, a bit of awkwardness followed by a ha! Just there.
Oh no, I knew what she was getting. I looked at him earlier.
But yes, yeah, listen, so here's the thing, Kingdom Hearts, right? I think I like the game, I really do, but it causes me so much rage sometimes.
Yeah. Seriously, go back and play it starting from like 2. And don't worry about Chain of Memories or 1. Those are so tedious that I do think they would get people to rage quit. But if you start from 2 and play all the newer games, them a lot more.
So just dodge them then. Just dodge the first ones and go straight for 2 and then onwards. What's after 2? I know there's some Game Boy ones, but they're actually after it or not? Uh-oh. I believe our intrepid compadres have lost their internet. I hope it's them. Wouldn't want it to be me. I'm going to switch off your screen for 1 second so you don't know what's... That's the one I want to be switching off. Well, viewers, you're not actually seeing anything right now, so I'm going to use this to check the test one. Into this one, theirs appears to not be. I suppose that means that they're dead.
No. Nope, she's just I gotta tell her to come back on.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, her internet's just went weird.
Evidently. That was another version of you that just logged out.
I noticed that.
That's intimidating. Are you the
Someone
real
who's watching. Yes, well, because you can tell because there's a video on this one, but there was just a picture on the other one.
I don't know. Maybe the real you was killed.
Maybe.
Or you, fake Abby.
Well, I think you just labeled me, so I guess that's what I have to be.
Hello, fake Abby.
Hello.
I like your hat.
Thank you. It was the real
Your head
Abby's.
as well as it did fit original Abby. Was it hard to take it off
Better.
your head when you murdered her?
No, it's quite easy. Rigger hadn't set in yet.
No, I get that. Fine. Oh well.
And yeah, it fits me better than it fit her.
Oh, good, good. We like that. But yes. So, I believe Marilyn was GM Steve was saying that essentially I should ditch the first one and play the second one and the middle one. Apparently, ditch the middle one. So just play Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm gonna go ahead and say if she says so, it's probably the same best thing to do for everyone else as well because it's complicated and enraging. Go.
Yeah, because really the first one, if you start playing from the first one, you're fucked.
You can't.
It just in the head.
Like
You're just fucked in
me,
the head because
like me, you won't be able to survive. You won't. You will. Your rage will cause you to forever dislike the series and never be able to play the sequels. Maybe it was better to deal with when it first came out because there was nothing better. But now when you play it, you realise just how fucking shit some of the camera angles are. It's enraging. It's bad. You know?
Hi!
Oh!
and she's back.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
And we both got cut out because of our internet. Sorry.
Yeah, collectively your internet decided to take a shit.
Basically. And just boot us off. And there we go.
Yay.
Actually, you know what? You mentioned that I like the Cheshire Cat. I just want to kind of point out, this is my cell phone case.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a there we go. So I mean, I do like the Cheshire Cat.
I will sell you to the Chinese.
You always tried to sell me to the Chinese. Why don't you just sell me to the Chinese already?
Well, guess what? Apparently the Chinese don't want to buy you. You're not even a very good commodity.
Oh, oh, I will be getting revenge on you for that one later.
Oh,
Like-
shit.
You don't even know.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sure the Chinese want to buy you. They just don't have enough money right now.
Because they're lending it all to the American government.
Yeah, your government is, technically your government is saving you from enslavement. And the Chinese are all over there just kind of like clicking their hands like, oh, drat, we'll get it next time, boys. Don't worry.
he'll offer to sell it in another hour or two. The offer will always be there.
It's true. It's true. Piss me off and I show you to the Chinese. This is how it works with me.
Like, okay, I'm sorry, I just want to say real quick. On Kingdom Hearts 3D, you can take control and, like, capture little animals, creatures, that you basically Pokemonize the game and use them to fight other things. I mean, there's all different kinds of creatures, and they're the most gorgeous creatures in the game.
But what was
There's cats,
Riku's?
dogs, Pegasus, unicorns, dragons.
Riku's was like the big, like, fluffy, like, just marshmallow thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Meow Wow.
That's the thing. That's the one I
It's
want.
like half dog, half cat, and it's the cutest thing.
And it's all
Like,
colorful.
fight, and you can have two out at a time that are just like teammates, like Donald and Goofy were. And you can make more.
You know, I completely forgot about that. Like, that had completely slipped my head. It was just, it's so out of, like, character for the series that it's just, like, I always forget that that's a thing that you can do.
Like a huge fan service. All of Kingdom Hearts 3D was just a huge gift to fandom.
Oh,
Pretty much, yeah.
God, guys. Guys who are watching this, you don't even know how cute these things are. I've googled them and they're adorable and I want them all.
They're called Dream Eaters.
They are amazing.
They are the best. My
Don't
favorite
talk
is
about
Esper.
Jesus.
He's seriously the cutest in just beast mode every
I
time.
remember how happy you were when you got that. You were just, like, spazzing out of that for, like, weeks.
And then I went on my the hardest difficulty. I don't know what they call it in that game. Expert. I don't know. And then I
Probably.
made my skeleton T-Rex, and I was like,
Yep. Yep.
There is
There's a lion
one.
one.
a lion, a tiger. There's
Oh,
a
the
bear.
lion was my jam.
There was a seal, an elephant.
Just all the animals.
There's so many things.
Such a great
There's
game.
there's like a fat cat type thing. Can't tell what
Like
it
the
is.
Yeah.
is it blue?
He's multicolored apparently.
Yeah, they're all multicolored, but like, what's his primary color?
It's bluish, yes, with like crosses for eyes and a Pegasus horn.
Yeah, that's a Meow Wow.
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one.
Well, I want it. It's Meow Mine.
And then there's a
No!
there's
no,
a
can I
furry
change my
version
choice?
of
I want
it
to change my
that's
choice.
pink, and it has like a flower tail.
Oh, look. Can I change my choice, please? I want to change my choice. I want to be okay. Okay, this is what I said. I didn't say I want it meow now. I said I want it meow. I said I want it meow.
Okay.
I
Good
changed my
pun.
pun. I changed my pun, okay? Pretend I never said the last one. This is my new one. Yeah, continue.
Okay. You must perfect the pun, and then others may speak.
Yes.
It's the only way to go.
So, like, Kingdom Hearts 3D, what's that about?
It's about Sora and Riku taking their exam to see who can be a Keyblade Master.
Oh, that was interesting.
So they go into these dream worlds to reawaken sleeping worlds as part of their test.
Okay, and who exactly is their proctor?
Is there what?
The person, doing the testing.
Yensid.
Oh, Disney. Cool. You know he's a stand-in for Disney, like the actual, the man Disney?
What?
Yen Seed is actually stand-in, like a animated version of Walt Disney. Like he created it as like kind of a mythical version of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
That's why if you turn it around, it's Disney. Yen Seed, Disney.
And my mind was just blown.
Please tell me you bought noticed that already.
That's a thing?
You didn't notice that?
That's a thing?
Turn it around, do it now! Look! It's Disney!
What?
I know
Okay.
something you didn't! I know
Did you know
something you
this?
didn't!
Did you know this before?
Oh, I realised it before anyone else did! I'm so happy! Oh god! Oh, they're disconnecting? Hello? Is anyone there? Have a look at my face. That's a nice face. Oh god, they're gone again. Well, let's go sit here and sing a song. My Little Pony. Friendship is alright. Sometimes, not always. I question its constant legitimacy, frankly. I'd rather slaves. Yeesh. SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePenis. I need to change my icon. It's too cool. I mean, it's almost as awesome. Wait a second. It kind of looks like boobs. Whoa. I'm going to give it 2 minutes, and in 2 minutes, if you're not back, I'm going to say my goodbyes. Tell you all to subscribe because you're all, loving this, I'm sure. And yeah, I shall leave to go drink tea and have crumpets because I'm British, innit? That's what we do. No, it isn't. That's a stereotype. If you think that, you're racist. Go away. Go away now. Go away. Go away. Now I'm just fucking around with a little circle dot that moves. That ooh sound waves. I wonder if this is what my sounds look like in real life? Question mark. Podcast. Oh dear. Very soon I believe we should end it. Feel bad keeping them up so long. Yeah, they should feel bad keeping me up so long. I'm doing raging. Yes. I should get an intro for this podcast. I should get an intro for it all. And in the intro we shall have animation. I can't follow that. We should get an intro though. And it will be awesome. So awesome. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're having a day. Everything is awesome. When you're staying insane, that's the word I don't really know. Everything's
Okay.
awesome. Oh, she's back.
Good. Good. Finally. Okay, hold on. Let me tell Marilyn to try again.
I feel bad for your internet. Flippin' hell. Did you hear that? I think someone just died outside.
Probably.
That was a scary noise. I'm
Was it
probably
on
going
your
to
end?
die.
Probably.
Oh well.
I have to text her because she's upstairs. It's a silly situation. Yeah. Yeah, lazy. That or... No, okay. Would you want me to expend that much effort?
No!
See?
Any expenditure of effort is a legitimate reason for removal from the podcast.
See? And maybe that's why we got booted off, because Marilyn was doing too much trying.
True.
Hi!
Hello!
I know! Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, aside from I didn't get to hear your answer. Did you say that you also didn't know the Ensign thing, because, is it just
No,
me?
I did not know that.
Okay, because, I was feeling, pretty dumb, but then I was like, other people don't know this. This is not a thing this is, not regularly known throughout the world. But, I do have to say that we are going on almost 2 hours now.
Yes,
and,
I was about to say, I was doing the outro while you guys are gone.
Right.
And I like the fact that we get to end it on my victory.
On your
The entire podcast for me knowing the least about everything, and finally, I get to win. Can't believe.
And he knows the Disney thing.
In fact, I want this recorded. I want this recorded.
Oh,
Marilyn.
so this whole time of me knowing everything about the 3 games we talked about, you're the one who's
Doesn't count. Doesn't count because he knows the last thing.
Doesn't count. Okay, Game Beastie. I want you to look in the camera in the eye and tell me you did not know about the Yensid thing.
I didn't know about the Ensign thing.
Victory! Yes! I get the moral high ground! I get to win the podcast! Yeah. Feeling quite manly right now. I feel like my muscles grew 2 sizes.
But wait, I think I win because I got the cutest image.
No!
Oh,
She
I'm
took
sorry.
victory back. With that
Sorry, Omar.
Do you know what that was? That was a pussy move! I'm a punny fella.
You are. Alright.
That was
Anything that you want... What are you saying?
nothing.
No, Anyway. Anything that you would like to finish off saying, Game Beastie? Anything that you maybe did not get a chance to say that would be, in 30 seconds?
Everybody needs to get obsessed with Skylanders so I can compare my Skylanders collection with everybody.
That is the most legitimate gaming-related reason ever. I feel like we should all do it just to abide that. The nicest request ever. I want to play games with people. That's basically what it was. Okay, we need to do that. We need to do that, people. We've already done that. Come on, you guys need to do that.
And then secretly she'll just be like, mine's better.
It's just cockiness really in the end. That's all it was. Alright, how about you, you bloody row? Yeah, bloody row, you.
No, I pretty much got everything I wanted to say out there.
Alright, well, I've got
Just,
some stuff to say.
you know what, I do. I'm sorry to all the people who had to see someone who didn't know the Yensid thing. I'm sorry. I'm honestly sorry that I didn't know that. But it's all of your fault for not telling me before now. You all share the responsibility of that, and I blame you, and therefore you should be apologizing to me, and I will accept all the chocolate in the mail for your apologies.
I like that you're apologising for that. It's very, very big of you. Good. Anyway, I have got some stuff to say. I feel like this is important stuff. Right. Firstly, this is going to be considered to be the first proper episode of the podcast because we haven't put in enough effort in the previous versions for it to be considered, I think, podcast worthy. Let's be honest here, a little bit my fault. I'm a bit lazy. But today I got a spurt of power and energy that made me do everything. Just everything for some reason. Just weeks worth of effort condensed to 2 hours of work. Pretty much how I live my life. Don't do shit until the last possible moment at which I fix everything.
All of it.
Good. So this is going to be the first actual podcast. I've gotten everything sorted out, so hopefully if it goes well, you'll have a nice little graphic, good thumbnails, and we'll look like we're actually trying this properly. So you know, when you see us, click the subscribe button, and look forward to more of our drivel. Of course, you love the drivel because, you know, that's the point. But yes. So, look forward to more pointless content. I intend to produce at least one of these a week. New guests every time. Maybe we'll bring back old guests every now and then. Something new happens. If a new Skylanders come out, we can bring you back on, Marilyn, and we can talk about the general adorableness of them. Because I'm fairly certain you'll have them almost immediately. Yes, we can
Just
rely
show
on
them
that.
off.
We can rely on you for that. You can be like our weather girl except for Skylanders. Now tomorrow, for Skylanders. It'll be
Alright.
Anyway, see ya.
Bye!
Bye-bye.